Oh, Michal Angela, I just...
Don't be nervous. You're talking to a friend here.
Yeah, you know me.
I love your music. I still have the CD you gave to me for free. I skate to it a lot. I take skating lessons, and so I do admire you still. And it's been a long time. I just want to first off say thank you for coming over here so I could interview you.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
It's an honor and a privilege to do that. So, how was your vacation?
My vacation? I didn't have, I've been self-employed for a few months now, so... Oh, wait, Idaho, you mean? Okay. It was great. I just spent a few days with my family and just relaxed and hung out. Didn't do much. Just hung out with my parents and my brothers.
Well, that's good.
Nothing too adventurous.
So I've been reading some about your biography, and I have a whole bunch of questions, and I'll try to make them as easy as possible for you. But my first question was, oh, it's so scary. I was going to ask you, I hear that you're trying to do your second album, and can you tell me some of the songs that might be on there?
Well, that's still up in the air. I'm not quite sure because it's at the very beginning stages of the second album, and my goal is to have it be a project of just my original songs. So a lot of the songs haven't been written yet. I have a couple songs I know that I want to put on that are already pretty much finished. So one of them's called Le Même Lune, which I wrote a few years ago, and I've been meaning to record it for a while. Another one I recently wrote with a guy named Stevelyn Swatkins, and he kind of co-wrote it with me, all in a couple hours in the studio. So those two for sure, and then from there, it's all unknown. I don't know yet. So,
how many people are in your band?
Well, that really can depend. So for each show that I do, it just depends on what the venue type is. So if I'm playing at a venue I play at a lot, living room theaters, it's a lot more low key. There's, you're kind of background music, so I'll have just a piano and a bass player and then myself. So we just have a small trio. And then other shows, like I sing a lot with the Max Ribner band, and he's got trombone, trumpet, drums, bass. He's got backup singers, all sorts of people playing on stage, and so it really can vary depending on what the show is, I guess. So there's not really one answer.
This might be a really hard question to answer, but how many shows have you done in your lifetime?
Oh, that is a really hard question to answer. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks for that hard one. Oh, in my lifetime, hundreds? Somewhere in the hundreds. I don't know. I've sang since I was very young in talent shows. My mom had me in talent shows or choirs, and we'd sing at nursing homes, we'd sing at coffee shops, we'd do just anything and everything. So, yeah, it is a tough one.
Give me your most memorable experience out of all the shows that you've done. Give me one that really stands out and someone has really been touched by one of your songs.
One of the most awesome experiences was actually a few years ago. It was really unexpected, I think. I didn't expect to have anybody be touched by what I was doing. I sang down in McMinnville at a high school, and there wasn't a ton of people at the show, but I had a 4-piece band, and we did a bunch of jazz songs, jazz standards, and then a couple of my original songs, actually one of them being Le Même Lune, the one that I just told you about a minute ago. And I had a couple people come up to me afterwards and say that just brought them to tears based on the lyrics and the content of the music. So it's a cool thing when you know that whatever you're trying to communicate is being is being heard, and it's affecting people. It's really a cool experience, and I hope to be able to use that more for good things. So.
Is your mom still alive?
Yes.
So you are in contact with her a lot?
Yes, I just saw her last weekend when I was in Idaho. Yeah.
So your whole family is encouraging you to
Mm-hmm.
sing and keep on doing it?
Yeah, I have a very supportive family.
My other question is, if you ever met some young girl or boy who wants to become a singer, what one thing would you say to them?
One thing I would say to them, well, I talk a lot, so I'd probably say more than one thing, but I would just tell them to never, you hear this a lot, never forget what you know you're good at, what you know you want to do, and then the other thing I would say is learn as much as possible. Just be around people that know music, whether you go to a music school and you get a degree in music, and you just use that time for what it's worth, and really, talk to your professors, talk to people that know. That is beneficial. And in a professional world, the more knowledge you have, the more people take you seriously. So if you know you're good at music and then you have that knowledge and that professional side as well, it's invaluable. So, yeah.
My other question is, do you still sing in churches, or okay, so you still sing at churches?
Yeah, I do. I'm leading worship over at the Well Community Church. I remember you visited there. I lead worship about once a month. I've directed a few choirs there.
Oh.
And yeah, it's just a great time for me to just do that side of music as well.
Has anybody in your church or somewhere else, has anybody come up to you and asked you for your autograph?
Yes.
And what did you do? What did you say?
I signed the autograph. I said, "This is funny, but I'll sign it for you because I'm not famous, but it's not worth anything yet."
Do you think someday you'll
I'm
write
honored.
a book about your life?
Oh gosh, well, I'm not a very good writer, so I'd have to have someone else write it for me. But I don't know. Sure.
I'd be the first person reading your book. Just to let
Okay,
you know.
well, I'll write it for you.
I
then. Just for you.
Well, I just want to say this has been a really good time talking with you and getting
Thank
to know you
you.
more. And you're just an amazing person, and you really touch my heart when I hear Portland Rain.
Oh, thank you
So,
very much.
yeah.
I really appreciate that. It's a pleasure to be here.
Todd, do you have any questions?
Well, Angela likes to sing. Have you ever heard Angela sing? She might not want to sing today. I don't know.
if I have. Let's sing a little something.
Todd?
You didn't like that question, Angela? We can edit that question out.
I never expected that. I was singing in front of a very professional singer.
Well, one of the things when we have our board meetings, Angela always likes to either open or close the board meeting with a song.
Really?
She was a member of our board for the first year, and we created kind of a new board for her because she found the board meetings a little boring. So she wants to do something else. So she's going to be in a lead meeting, kind of facilitating a meeting with other reporters. So that's
fantastic.
So anyway, but she used to either open or close our board meeting with a song. So it's totally up to you. You can be shy and not sing
Don't worry
today.
about it. I am not going to judge.
And,
Whatever
well,
comes out
I
of your
tell
mouth.
Angela all the time, you are really a talented singer.
He thinks I would be good for voice lessons.
Well, I teach voice lessons.
Wow.
Okay,
So this is your first voice lesson.
I can try say something, but it's not going to sound professional. So, Josh Groban, You Raised Me Up.
Okay.
I'll sing a small piece of it. When I am down and all my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, and still you are wait here in the silence until you come and sit over with raised me. You raised me up when I'm on your shoulder. You raised me up to more than I can be.
That was very good.
That was really great. You have such a sweet, simple voice, and it's very your pitch is right on. So you've got a good ear, which that's something you can't teach very well. It's very hard to teach someone how to hear right. So you have that. You have a really beautiful, pretty voice.
I thought it was awful.
No.
You did great.
Oh.
Especially for not warming up,
That's
just right,
right.
cold like that.
I mean, I could teach you a few tricks, but
Yes.
that was a great start for a first voice lesson.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
That's it.